Who's responsible? Is it the transit department responsible or the finance department? No communication, it seems. And in a bankruptcy, without anything in writing that the project got changed, how can you? So, you know, it's not as bad as the one in Toronto, but it's bad. Changes made without due authority in the process. So that's all I'm going to say.
Maybe I'll say some more to Cameron as well, but Madam Mayor, to your point, the whole episode is shit. And the aspect of this that is concerning me more and more is, you know, I don't know how many of us in government have realized, but there starts to be seen to be this disconnect between us privileged ones in government. That wasn't the case 50 years ago. You went into government, you got paid less, et cetera, et cetera. And yet, you know, the government puts out now folks that make $100,000, and my constituents looking for a job see that, boy, police constables make $100,000 with their overtime. And transit drivers, some of them make $100,000 with their overtime. And here I am, Joe citizen, struggling to get ahead. And I've lost benefits, I've lost my job if I'm an auto worker, taking hits in various times, coming into extra work and not get paid for it, struggling to pay their taxes. And then they see episodes like this, and what explanation do they have? This speaks to the issue that our taxpayers will not put up with this anymore. And the people they're going to look at isn't you, they're looking at us. And then we turn around and look at you. And George Carlson, our good friend and colleague on council, has a very good point. And I was wishing he'd be wrong, but we better be cognizant that he's right. All the animals look at each other differently when the watering hole dries out. We still have some water in our hole. A lot of my constituents don't. We owe them a better level of service than what they received over this day. But Madam Mayor will speak some more to it in Canada. Thank you.
In Canada, at the crossroads, we're at the watershed. And here's the fear that I have. I don't give all my secrets away, but I'm going to give you one big one right now. You know what the future is? I'm going to tell you what the future is because it's pretty simple. Here's what the history was. When I came here, 4 cents on your tax bill overall. We're up to 8 cents now, going up to 9. And we're much worse off. The 4 to 8, 8.5 hasn't solved our problems. Our infrastructure deficit's as dramatic as it's ever been. Isn't that right? So you go, well, you've doubled the taxes pro rata on my home over the last 25 years, Nando, and you're telling me we're far worse off. Get ready for it to double again. So you know what the solution is? And from that macro level, I'm going to bring it down to the micro. The solution is old as time. Start throwing stuff off the boat. We will be getting out of businesses, period, full stop. Do you know why? Because it's brilliant. You know why it's brilliant? Because all of my problems go away. What do you mean? Hey, so you've got to go up to Ottawa and talk to them about funding for seniors' homes. Not in the business anymore. Don't have to go talk to them. Well, you know, the arbitrators are, I'm not in that business. I give a damn with the arbitrator. Well, you know, the unions are uppity about this. I don't have a union workforce in that field. I'm not in that field. It's priceless, isn't it? Works real well. I don't know what society will live in, but that is what is coming. If you don't believe it, core services like highways for governments, we sold off a highway. Airports are going in that direction. And there will be more and more and more of it because in one fell swoop, boy, do you eliminate so many of my problems. On the other side of the coin, well, no, let's go keep fighting at Ottawa. What's it gotten us? Let's go keep fighting the problems. What's it gotten us? We've got, and I love the conversation between Councillor Starr and Councillor Mahoney. It's the great divide. The people in the $1 million homes that don't think that they're being fairly treated, and then the single mother with 3 kids that says, well, I'm supposed to pay it. Our answer is neither one of you will pay it. We're just out of the business. And if you look at the world around us, Councillor Starr said something brilliant the other day. I just loved it. If it's in a phone book and somebody else does it, why do we do it? And there's going to be more questions like that as we go forward. To bring it back down to this level, and this is the importance I would put on this conversation, if a user group tells me, well, Nana, it's getting kind of expensive, we don't know about your soccer pitches, and especially the ones with the artificial turf, it's getting a little tired. I just won't build another one with artificial turf. Easy. No problem. Don't worry, I charge you $3. I'm charging you nothing now. You just don't have the pitch. That's all. Is that a problem for you? And that's what we're trying to forestall right now. Because get ready. jettisoning many, many, many services at the municipal region. Last thought I'll leave with you, and I hope a smart doctoral student doesn't someday. I'm not being flippant, I mean this seriously. Is there any corporation in the world, give me IBM, give me any one of them, that is more complex than municipal regional government? I mean that literally. What are your core businesses, what do you do, and what are you trying to achieve? Remember, things I do for fun on the side are entire enterprises. We run golf courses on the side for fun. Some people run businesses just for golf courses, and fitness facilities, and restaurants, and dental programs, and I do all of that just for fun. You haven't taken your shower yet in the court. I do that just, entire entities do that all by themselves. We do it just as an aside. Thank you, Ron. I think that's my cue. So, as we go forward, these conversations have to be had, and they're not at this level of what would you like us to do? It's what's going overboard. Because we're fed up, you've all sensed it from it. I'm fed up with the provincial federal governments. What's it gotten us? And my cue, as you all know, just let me finish with this one, is just came through a provincial election, and so many of the provincial delegates running for public office in our city, who, you know, even if you want to pretend to care, you should pretend when you're asking for public office. Are you going to come to the discussion we want to have about social? The majority of them didn't even want to show up. When it behooves them to pretend to care, didn't even pretend to care. So why? Well, and I understand, but you see what I. So I don't want to send Hazel to Ottawa anymore. I just want to say we're dropping that one at the curb. We're not in that business anymore because I don't want to force both people, these two, out of their homes. Somebody's got a better idea, let me know. But that is the future.